Hello, Earth signs. Welcome on back into the channel. I know it is, I believe today is the 21st. So, as I've stated in my other videos, this video should have been done. So, I have to own that because this video should have been done. But as I mentioned several times before, I'm not able to thump out videos like how I used to at the very beginning anymore. It's just so I almost said emotionally. No, it is just so spiritually and or physically taxing to thump out videos like that constantly back to back to back. I will feel like a zombie when it's all said and done. Okay. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be more mindful when it comes to just what I need energetically, and I need a lot of downtime and I need a lot of recharging time. If the camera is moving in and out, it's only because it's just focusing, and you guys know I like to move. So if it's moving, then just deal with it. But anyway, so I'm just going to pull a few cards, when it pertains to whatever is going on or has gone on in your month of August. This may be something that could be coming up for the rest of August, but that is my plan, really, is to pull cards for the rest of the month, since, August is almost gone. But hopefully this still helps, okay? So I forgot the name of these cards. What are these? Because I haven't used these in a minute. What are these? Oh yeah, that's right. The Urban Tarot. Okay, those are the sets of cards that I am using today. And then of course I am using my Spellcaster's Tarot set of cards, which I thoroughly love. But we don't need to know all that. Anyway, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, in case you don't know what an earth sign is, but you should at this particular point. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the rest of August, if I can shuffle this, the rest of August 2024. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the rest of August. Okay, that flipped out. So what is that? We have the Nine of Swords. Come back. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, as you can see with this card, of course, it is in reverse. So a lot of migraines, a lot of headaches, and it's weird that I was just speaking about downtime. I can see that a lot in the Nine of Swords because it is that unspoken pause that is going on in your life that you really can't make sense of. Okay, so earth signs, you may be feeling at this particular point that life has slowed down. Life seems to be on pause. Some of you, this is because you just went through a recent rejection. I don't think that the rejection came from the other person's end. I believe the rejection came from your end. So you could be in an energy for the rest of this month where you are rejecting things left and right, possibly because you are starting to realize that you have gave a lot of yourself, maybe over a short period of time, a long period of time. It doesn't matter what the time is. You may be realizing that you've given a lot of yourself to people, to companies, to things, or, some of you've lent a listening ear, you've lent your heart, you've lent your emotions, you've lent all these things to people, and you have possibly been ran over. Some of you actually may be recovering from some sort of accident, or there could be some sort of accident that may have derailed you in the past, and you are still trying to navigate your way through this constant pain that you're dealing with, okay? Because I want to say vertebrae, which was that like your back? But that makes me think of like some sort of like reptile or reptilian or something like that. Speaking of reptilian, some of you are laying with someone who gives me very reptilian energy. So as soon as you lay down, you're tired. As soon as you get up, you're tired. And some of you may even have went to the doctor to try to figure out, okay, why am I so tired? Can you explain to me why I'm so tired? But you could be very tired because of the energy exchange that you were having with someone that does not belong in your energy. I don't know if maybe this is the reason why some of you may have gotten into some sort of accident, or there was some sort of accident that may have happened, And it may have been while this person was in the car or while you were on the phone with this person arguing or whatever the situation was. But like I said, there's some sort of reptilian energy that is surrounding you. I don't know why it made me, vertebrae made me think of a reptile, but you know, we're just going to go with it. Okay. Anyway, we do have Gemini. I think I already said that before. So this person could be a Gemini. Okay. As you can see on the bottom of this card, you know, we do have, let me back up because you are way too close. Back it up. You see at the bottom of this card, we do have the word cruelty. Okay. Even though it is coming in reverse, this seems to be a cycle that will not stop repeating. Okay. So some of you, even if you're not with an ex or if you're not with the same person, it doesn't matter. You may find that you keep getting involved with people where they keep being cruel to you. You keep possibly saying that I just want somebody to be nice to me, or why can you not be nice to me? So I hate to say it, earth signs, it seems to be that you are attracted to people that are emotionally unavailable. And for some reason, maybe you see that as a challenge. Some of you, maybe you get attached to people that have no interest in you, but you may be reading the clues or the cues incorrectly and thinking that they are. Yeah. For another day, another dollar. Okay. I'm getting the name Vincent or the letter V may be significant to you guys pretty much actually from now until the month of October. So this could be somebody new that is coming into your life. And I hate to say it, it almost feels like this could end up being another lesson, but it doesn't always have to be a bad lesson. It depends on how you take it, because this person could very well be coming into your life to help you out when it comes to sorting out finances or trying to get a better job or working on your boundaries. So, but if you take it in a different way that you're not meant to, you can find yourself being emotionally hurt. Okay. So like I said, read the cues, read the room, because you may have an issue doing that, reading the room. Hence why you may kind of dive into situations or people, and then you are upset at the outcome when they're just like, I'm just not really interested in you and I just want to be a friend. Well, you know, what can you do? Anyway, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the rest of August 2020. Okay, this card turned over. I don't know why it's in there. That don't belong in there. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, rest of August 2024. The Strength card wanted to come out, so you may be dealing with a Leo, or a Leo may be on your mind. Some of you may be teachers. You may be thinking about taking a teaching exam, or some of you may be in the field of was it nursing, or in the field of healing. So you may be doing something with that during this particular month. Maybe you're taking a class. Maybe you're trying to renew some sort of a license. Some of you actually may be thinking about going to truck driving school. I mean, hey, this is that age where anything goes, kind of. Okay? Okay, we have the Tower. Ooh, come back. Okay, we have the Tower. So we have Scorpio energy, but we also do have Aries energy. So you earth signs could be dealing with one of those two signs along with Gemini, as what I was talking about before. Actually, I have Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aries are the four signs that I am getting right now that you may be dealing with. It may be on your mind, or careers tied to these particular signs may be what's on your mind. So we know Gemini is the writer, the language person, the communicator, supposed to be the communicator, your neighborhood friendly Spider-Man, maybe the philanthropist. I don't know if Geminis be philanthropists. That may be more so reserved for maybe Capricorns or Aquariuses, maybe more so Aquarius and Capricorn. But nonetheless, Pisces, we know about that. I spoke about healing already. Pisces in the spirits also, beauty, certain aspects of beauty are very Piscean because it's Neptune. But nonetheless, and then Scorpio, the anything 8th house, investigative work, research, finances, insurance, death. So what do they call the people that do the funeral things? Or I guess like an embalmer, but that's totally like, what is that? Like mummification, I guess. Speaking of mummification, maybe some of you, this person you're dealing with who is that reptilian energy kind of may look like a mummy, or they may be morphing into that, as the year goes by. So just pay attention to that. Anyway, so with the Tower of being here, immediately I want to say damage control. So you're doing damage control, possibly, or somebody's trying to do damage control with you. Remember I said that some of you are dealing with somebody or something where you're still stuck in this cycle of cruelty, and they're being very cruel to you. Okay? So, and even if it's a company, it may be a boss of yours, okay? Or your boss's boss, or a trainer, or whatever it could be, okay? So for the rest of this month, you also may find yourself being very emotionally unwound. Okay? Like it won't take a lot to make you cry, make you feel sad, or make you react. So I would say earth signs during the rest of this month, you have to be very mindful when it comes to overreacting, overstepping, assuming when you don't necessarily have all the facts. So I would say you have to be very, very careful about that. With the Tower being tied to the number 16, remember I talked about accidents right here. I would say be very careful when it comes to driving, especially if you are driving long distances. I'm also now picking up something going on in the state of Montana, or maybe this could be way, way out, and I'm just catching it early. But nonetheless, so the biggest thing for you, back up. The biggest thing for you during the rest of the month is learning how to navigate through cruel people, cruel things, cruel moments, in which is going to be tough for you, because the people that you're having to navigate around this whole cruelty thing with, these are people that you care a lot about. You've possibly given your all to them. You've opened up your home. You've opened up doors. You've just opened up maybe in ways that you have not opened up before. But these people are coming across, like I said, that they're just being quite mean to you. You're trying to understand, but you have to break the cycle, because this doesn't seem like this is the first person that has been quite mean to you. I think it's a love situation, because also at the bottom of the stack, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so we all know what that is, but really in this particular instance, really it's just holding on to pain and being reminded of pain. So some of you, there will be an ex, if they haven't already came back. There's going to be an ex that's going to try to come back into your life. And as soon as you see them, even if it's been a while, it's like immediately you're just going to go to the pain that they caused. Okay, and I feel like that within itself is the message kind of letting you know, why would you even want to be bothered if the first thing that you can think about with this particular person coming back into your life is how much pain they put you through? So why even bother? Why even give them the time of day? Okay, I feel like someone is going to be chasing you as well. This is going to be an unlikely suitor. Okay, some of you have to watch out for public indecency. So I would say earth signs, you also have to be mindful when it comes to masking your feelings through drinking, could be smoking, or anything like that can be highly addictive, even if it's shopping. Okay, if you are dealing with a Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, those 5 signs, I think that was 5, there could be a discovery of an unexpected third party possibly before this week is over. It's Wednesday, so it could happen. I also feel like somebody has lost a loved one, and if it's not you, it's somebody that you may be involved with romantically. I feel like someone lost a loved one. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because I see this person still texting that person that they lost. I see them still texting their number, or even still calling them. But then we have the other party who is not understanding of that. Some of you, even if it's not a text or a call, and if you lost somebody, whatever the situation is, someone is not understanding why you are still grieving. They're not understanding the fact that there isn't a time limit on grief, and this person could be being very cruel to you. and you are just wanting them to understand, just be supportive, because you don't even have an idea of what I'm going through. So this may be something that you've possibly been dealing with for some time, and this may go on until the month of September, where you're trying to understand, why is it that they can't just support you or be kind to you the way that you've always been kind to them. See, the thing is, I don't know why, but it kind of seems like you're being attracted to people that could give two shits about your well-being. And then they may blame it on things that they have going on, or they may possibly try to say, well, you don't even have a clue of what I'm going through. But it's like, everybody, just because somebody doesn't wear it on their face doesn't mean they're not going through something. So I don't know what it is of you being attracted to people that are very, very inconsiderate, but gotta take some accountability here. You have to develop better boundaries. So hey, once, okay, yeah, maybe even twice, okay, yeah, you being a little bit inconsiderate, but this seems like this is just, it's repetitive at this point, where they're just being super terrible. Just to put it plainly, it's just terrible. Why I keep picking up this damn card? Where's Virgo Capricorn? Yeah, Knight of Wands. They're always running away. Yeah, you are attracted to runners. You love them. I don't know if it's just because it's not boring, it's exciting to maybe chase after somebody. Doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. I have this group is my group of chasers. Even if you're not normally a chaser, it seems that you are in the midst of a situation where you are chasing something, and it's hard for you to look away because something about this is bringing you joy. Something about this is bringing excitement, and you're just like, oh my God, like I think I like the chase. It's I don't know what it is, but for some reason I keep chasing them. Very off and on situations. Okay. I think a trip is going to get canceled, but really I think it's going to get postponed till November, which isn't that terrible. So it may end up being a blessing in disguise. Okay. So you'll still go, but I just don't think it's going to be at this particular point in time. Some of you need to get passport or driver's license issues sorted out. Something that you have been, or something about your car, something dealing with car, something that you need to travel. You have been kind of postponing that. So if you are watching this video and you already got that done, thank you. Because I know it may seem weird. Something about that is also tying up something that is ready to be released. So it could be, because because you are lollygagging on taking care of that stuff, something about that is very important to the next step in terms of your new beginning. So some of you need to stop procrastinating when it comes to that particular thing and, get it in gear. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. That makes sense why I said some of you need to get something sorted out with your passport or a driver's license, because there is some sort of audition for my theater peeps, I guess, or for people where audition, interview, doesn't matter, but there is something, but it's not local. Hence why you need a passport or something about the driver's license. It may be a job that's going to require you to, I talked about CDL. It may be a job that's going to require you to do a lot of driving. So I don't know, maybe you have to get something done when it pertains to your license, or some of you just have not gotten your license renewed. And the job that is waiting on you is something that deals with driving, traveling, etc. So that's why I said you need to get it in gear and get this handled. Okay. But I can see with this energy here, this is also that vibe of seeing things from a different perspective. You're going to gain new perspective, definitely, within the next 3 weeks. So this is going to go into the month of September. But outside of that, it's a fresh perspective. You're going to be seeing something with new eyes. See, there it is. The Page of Wands. Something new is coming in, but it's like, because especially with these two pages and these two knights, there is a new beginning waiting for you elsewhere. Very exciting. It kind of feels like you're not really going to have enough time to sit down for a minute, because it's going to be like, okay, off to the next assignment, off to the next project. Some of you actually, you will be shocked that somebody is going to offer you a position where you are some sort of like project manager or like some sort of a leader, or some of you, if you are in a business where your work is commissioned or you do sales, you're going to be very shocked regarding this invitation that is coming into you. This just screams excitement to me, and I'm kind of interested to see what this is going to be for you guys. But this is going to come at the end of the month, which we're the end of the month next week. Okay, for some, not all. All right, but I also would say that, remember I talked about that cruelty cycle that you're in with people. This also could be a lesson that you still have yet to pay attention to, which also could be holding up this exciting new beginning. It's like you may not want to do it, but I feel that some of you earth signs during this particular time period, you are having to get tough. You're having to get tougher because you're too sensitive. Either too sensitive to change, you're too sensitive to people's opinions. So this new beginning that you're going to go into is going to require you to not take it personally whatsoever. So some of you may be going into a particular field where it has been known to be filled with a lot of rejection. So you're going to have to put that to the side. You know, it's like business first, emotion second. Some of you, that may even be the case when it pertains to a connection. Business first, emotion second. Okay? I mean, maybe a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could be the exciting new beginning that could be coming towards you. You know, some of you earth signs, if you were dealing with someone that was younger, if you were dealing with someone that was younger, at least 4 or 5 years, they are still trying to come in and out of your life. It's definitely a revolving door with them, but they are a karmic lesson. Some of you that are single, this person is coming in. Now, if they're a karmic lesson, maybe, but it may go better than, I guess, their last relationship or your last relationship. So you just have to keep an open mind. We have the 8 of Pentacles. See, I said some of you guys are about to get some type of new position where you're going to be like the team lead or some type of manager, or the job that you're going to do is very new, very fresh. It could be with a new company that hasn't been out maybe 8 years. Okay, probably less than that. Could be 5. So that's a brand spanking new company. Okay. So work is coming. Work is going to pick up. Even for those of you where you have a business, more clients are going to come in. They're going to be younger. I don't know. Some of you are therapists or in the field of therapy. But anywho, oh boy, we have the 5 of Swords. I really feel like this just signifies that you just need to take back control of your emotions, because you know you are in control of your emotions, regardless of however you think. You are in control of your emotions, and some of you, like I said, if you don't get a handle on this, if you don't realize this soon, you're just gonna constantly have these opportunities just speed by you and go to somebody else because you don't want to do the work. You have to do the work to get the new beginning. Okay, what did they say? You know, faith without works is dead. Like literally, some of you guys, you're just not trying to do the work at all. And then here you go complaining. Like, I don't understand why I don't have a new beginning. Well, you're still acting the way you were acting at 15. Like, come on. You're like, what? You know, double that age. Some of you. Like, so we got to knock that down because it's not getting you anywhere. Okay? This to me screams someone who is always looking for a fight. Someone who is always thinking that everybody is attacking them, everybody hates them, everybody is jealous of them. Sorry, sometimes you just ain't that important. And it has nothing to do with you. And some of you, you're just having to learn that, especially if you are going to make it over here. This is really positive. This is not so positive. So we want to get here. We want to leave this behind and we want to get here. But in order to get here, you got to grow up. Period. And that also means letting go of these cruel people. Okay? I don't even know why you even want to deal with somebody who's mean to you. That is insane, you know. Yeah, look, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like that just goes into what I was talking about with the other stack that wasn't so positive right here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, you feel like luck is not on your side because you're not changing anything about yourself. You know, I'm not saying you have to change who you are as a person, but there are certain things that you are doing that you just, it sucks. It's terrible. You need to do better. And that's what's holding you up. So that's all it is. The universe, whoever you believe in, they're trying to get you to realize, like, you know what, you gotta put some of this shit behind, or you're gonna be telling the same story until you're old and gray on your deathbed. Who wants to do that? Okay. Anyway, so Earth signs, this has been your reading for the rest of August. Okay, as I said at the beginning, I hope it helped you, and I will see you later.